Okay.
So we're going to tell you a little bit about our company called WeCom Co. I'm Paige.
I'm Tim.
And I'm Mark.
Okay, a lot of people see this and they see what you have is a pile of trash, and it's in there polluting the area, polluting like the Ohio River for this area, polluting the streams, polluting homes and stuff. But we look at it from another standpoint. We look at it as dollar signs. One man's trash is another person's treasure. It's something that they can sit there and utilize and make some money off of. And in the process, we would like for the waste management company here in town to build a waste management facility here to turn that trash into money and help the community. Like I was just alluding to, we have landfills that are just running out of space because we don't have enough place to put all the trash. We're continually putting out more trash than the amount of land we have. The facility that we want to build, like the one that they have in Washington State that we've done our research on, they go through and recycle 95% of the trash that they get and turn that into recyclable materials. Same way with food, there's 30 to 40% amount of food, raw materials nationally that is wasted. That is turned into composting materials and stuff too, and that's all wasted profits that's just going up on a landfill and being turned into just trash and just sitting there. This is an example of a waste management facility here. They would bring in materials from a residential or a commercial place. They bring it in. This is an example of the waste management place in Washington State. They would sort the materials between what is trash, compost, or recyclables. It goes into the last bin that you see over there, and it's compacted into square bales and then shipped off to a recycling facility. Here's an example of what the square bales look like. And when they do this, turn it into recycled materials and make it where they can actually use it to turn aluminum and glass and plastic and cardboard all back into reusable materials for paper or making bottles and stuff like that. This will, of course, reduce that waste that's up on top of the hill and help provide jobs, and will also make it where the community itself, it'll make the community look favorably on the facility itself and the company. And I'll turn it over to Mark to explain the composting part.
So for our composting side, we're trying to knock out all of the food waste. So our grocery stores and our restaurants we're gonna provide them with their own food waste bins, and then twice a week we're gonna show up with the company's trucks, the waste management trucks, and we're gonna pick up that food waste. From then we're gonna bring it back to our facility, and we're gonna sort it out. Maybe there's some things in there that we can't compost, so we'll sort those things out. And then we're gonna run it through our machine and convert the potential wasted food into our compost. And from then we can sell it to stores on a smaller scale, or we can sell it to farmers in bulk directly from our store. So this is just an example of a big list of everything that can be composted, and we kind of picked 5 of them out of there. So we got paper towels, coffee grounds, Sunday comics, Q-tips, and produce trimmings from a grocery store. So just these 5 things we can also get from the sorting facility, and we can take it over to our composting side and use it to be useful for our compost.
So currently in Evansville, they don't really have a sorting facility per se. They do provide recycling bins, households and grocery stores and stuff like that. And they also have recycling centers where people can bring their recycled material to be dropped off. And what happens is waste management will go, they'll pick up the trash and the recycling bins and either take it to a landfill or the recycling centers. The big problem with this is that a lot of people don't actually recycle their stuff. They don't know what can be recycled, and they just don't want to do it. They don't want to take the trash over, the recycled materials over to the centers and stuff like that. So that's a huge issue in the industry, is that the participation of recycling is dropping, especially in the Evansville area. The city is trying to make this a little bit easier. On a little bit of a wider scale, there is a 4% growth rate of trash being taken to landfills, and there is twice as much trash the U.S. is sending twice as much trash to landfills as the EPA estimated. So here's talking a little bit about the Washington State example. They have a sorting facility similar to what we're talking about. They have the recycled material and the composting side. It's a great source of income for them, so they can take the recycled material, sell it, and make a profit. And and they also make a good profit off of the composting side as well. So this would be a partnership with Waste Management. They would be the ones building the facility, it would be under their company. They would bring the trash from their trash trucks to our facility to be sorted, and they would be helping us get the trash to be sorted. In the Evansville area specifically, there are 580 restaurants, 115 grocery stores, 52,000 homes, and 121,000 people. So this is a big, huge opportunity for us to be able to have a lot of participation.
So this is our business model in Canvas. Of course, our problem is that the landfills are filling, and restaurants and grocery stores and even individuals now, they may not be recycling at all, mostly in the composting side. We aren't saving any of the food into compost. And our solution, of course, is our waste sorting facility and our composting side of our facility as well. Some unfair advantage we have over what's going on right now, it's effortless. You're just throwing it into one bin and they're picking it up. Don't even have to think about it. And we're composting. None of that's being done now to make compost to sell. And we're providing our own bins for pre-sorting. Our customer segment, of course, is the households, restaurants, grocery stores, and waste management, because we want to appeal to them to partner with us. And some of the ways we're going to reach out to our customers, social media, website, and word of mouth. Our cost is, of course, going to be building the facility. That might be a big cost, and all the equipment involved as well as employee wages and providing the bins to the restaurants and stores, because we're not going to make them pay for those and inconvenience them. And our revenue, of course, is going to be our output, so our compost and our recycled material.
In conclusion, the best part of the whole thing is it'll clean up the landfills. It'll make it a lot cleaner for the environment, it'll make it a lot better. It'll help provide jobs, and it will also help provide a source of income for those employees at that place and for the community itself, like Evansville. For example, with the waste management facility in Washington State, I'm not saying we'd have to have one as big as what they have, but they invested $18 million into building that flagship of a facility for them. But in 5 years' time, the revenue and what they're expecting to come back from that is $65 million. So that's a pretty good profit margin as far as a return on what they initially invested in that process. And then in the long run, they will potentially be able to get even more money in this ongoing process, because they keep developing more and more and more. And something we did not touch on in this, because this is something we want to start here with what we developed. And now they actually use themselves as like a utility company and provide electrical service for their company, or for their community as well, to make extra money. That's it.
All right. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.